It's early 2026. January is not yet over. However, boxing is heating up. And as we look toward the end of the month, there are fighters that are looking to prove themselves and provide a sense of separation. And we eagerly await the matches as they come to fruition. Such is the case with the IBF Super Welterweight Championship. The fight will take place between the champion title holder, Mutazaliev, as he takes on Josh Kelly from the UK. Kelly is stepping up into a place where a lot of people have chosen not to face Bakram. And so Bakram is eager to get this fight on. Let's talk about this fight coming up January 31st and what could possibly be in store. The IBF Super Welterweight title will be defended by Bakram Mutazaliev on Saturday, January 31st, when he takes on Josh Kelly from the UK. Bakram has run into some issues ever since he stopped Tim Tszyu. The way that he took Tim Tszyu apart in a brutal knockout situation, I believe it was within 3 rounds that Tim Tszyu bowed out. No one wanted to test this fighter. They have gone in different directions. No one has wanted to unify against this fighter. But all of a sudden, here comes another UK fighter who is willing to take on the challenge. You've got to respect these fighters out of the UK. And some of them haven't even fought on the world-class stage yet as they step up. Just like we saw Dalton Smith step up and take on Subriel Matias, a 2-time world titleist, where he took Matias apart and just totally stripped him and knocked him out to become the new champion. This is what boxing is all about. And sooner or later, the American fighters are going to figure this out, but possibly not before they hit rock bottom. You see, Kelly is taking this fight on, and Mutazaliev has been waiting. And he's stepping toward the most destructive puncher in the junior middleweight division, a man who, as I said, erased Tim Tszyu in 3 rounds. And according to Boxing News 24, spent the past year being avoided rather than beaten. From the outside, the article says it can be dressed up as progress. 7 straight wins, control restored, confidence rebuilt after the only loss of Kelly's career. a home arena, and a world title fight that reads like a reward. In reality, it feels closer to a sentence. Matchroom Boxing reinforced that sense this week by sharing footage of Mutazaliev in training ahead of the January 31st fight. The power looked intact, the balance looked heavy, there was no sign of rust after 14 and a half months away from the ring. He looked like a fighter who has spent a long time waiting for someone to finally agree to stand in front of him. The link will be in the description box about this article. But on to the matchups and these fighters facing one another. You see, Kelly is coming in noted as Pretty Boy. He's 31 years of age. He's 5'10" with a 72-inch reach, an orthodox fighter who is a bit of a boxer and puncher. His record presently is 17 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw. You see, relishing the opportunity at a title shot, his last fight where he lost was 2021 in February against David Avanesian. This was a weird fight of sorts, where Kelly, who was cut on the back of the head and above the right eye, was down twice prior to his corner throwing in the towel. You see, Avanesian was a fighter at the time that was considered very dangerous. Everyone knew that he had faced the likes of Terrence Crawford, and they saw what happened in the Crawford fight. You can't take Avanesian lightly. But here was a fighter of the ilk that Josh Kelly finds himself battling for that EBU European welterweight title at the time. You see, sometimes you have to stumble, fall, in order to understand where your bearings are. So you have to pick yourself up and get back into the battle. The only blemish on his record prior to that was a majority decision draw back in June of 2019 against Ray Robinson. Once again, Kelly was cut by the left eye in the 7th round and by the right eye in the 10th. So it has been proven that he is a guy who will cut. Now, Mutazaliev is a fighter who is heavy-fisted, and as Tim Tszyu found out, he can put you on the canvas. He's very Eastern European in his style, but a plodding puncher, a lot similar to Artur Beterbiev, but albeit at the junior middleweight division. See, that's the thing. People can overlook these guys who are coming out of that Eastern European class where they had extensive amateur careers. So they faced a lot of styles and they understand how to get their pound of the flesh off in between what's happening from the other side with the opponent. Tim Tszyu was foolish for wading in and just thinking to exchange with this man who has a strength that hasn't been seen in the division maybe since the likes of Julian Jackson. But I'll tell you something, even that can be combated. Will Josh Kelly look to be slick, evasive, in and out, and make Mutazaliev pick his feet up and chase after him? Those are the kind of strategical tactics that could serve him well if he tries to go in and prove himself a blood, nuts, and guts warrior. He could find himself on the same end that Tim Tszyu found himself in the fight. But yet and still, it'll be exciting. The other thing is, because the bout is going to take place at Newcastle Arena in Newcastle, the UK, Kelly should use this to his advantage. Being able to fight at home in front of your countrymen, they can give you inspiration, but you have to fight with your head. Mutazaliev is a bit bigger, being 5'11" and a half with a 74-inch reach, but he's 33 years of age now. His present record being 23 wins, no losses, and 17 KOs. He could come in a little too over-aggressive. He could want to try to make a point and prove early in the fight, where Josh Kelly needs to be ready for that and to be able to make him wear out that early aggression so that burning up the anxiety, so to speak, and also stamina. Will Kelly be strong enough? The fact that he's fighting at junior middleweight now and not welterweight, he should be a bit stronger than he had been when he was campaigning at welterweight. His last fight was June 6, 2025 against Flavius Blais, but that wasn't the type of fighter to prepare him for what he's about to face in this match. Altogether, these two men are probably going to put on a fight that'll bring fireworks, because Kelly will not go easily in this match, even if he is on the bad end of things. One thing I can say about his cornermen, they will throw that towel in if things get a little too rough for him. But he should be given proper instructions on how to make it through the early rounds, because Mutazaliev isn't accustomed to going the distance. And the last time he did so was back in December of 2022 when he took on Roberto Valenzuela Jr. That ended up being a unanimous decision victory for him. And he has only fought 3 times since then. None at all in 2025. So, Josh Kelly, put that in your data bank and understand that this man, though he's strong and ready to get it off and release, he can be toyed with in the proper manner. To be able to take this guy and put him in a situation where he has to make decisions and not just respond and react to things. This fight is being touted as all in. And that means that you're either invested in trying to win this world title from this mysteriously strong world titleist, or you're going to crap out. What will it be for Josh Kelly? This is Stormy B Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know your thoughts about this fight and how do you see Josh Kelly faring? Do you think he'll be able to withstand what Mutazaliev is bringing? Leave comments and let's discuss further. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.